and my father is one rich person, and my mother is keeping me in abject poverty because of in this movie it even makes sense. Why, if you haven't watched the movie and you don't want me to spoil it for you, go and watch it, then come back and see my review. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Yoruba Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the part 2 of Weyinwo. You remember last week I reviewed the part 1? This time around I'll be reviewing the part 2. I hope everyone has been okay. I hope everyone is looking forward to the inauguration of the Nigerian's new president. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so recap on part 1. The village was having issues, and the king agreed that his first daughter can carry the sacrifice to the gods, and the gods will solve all the problems. On the way to making the sacrifice, the girl fainted. The woman fainted. So, in part 2, it transpired that the woman is actually not the king's first child. So who is the king's first child? Okay, spoiler alert here. It transpired that when the king was young, you remember in part 1, I mentioned there was a family that was the focal point of the movie. We've got Pedro Mukumola and Ibrahim Chata, and they had 2 daughters. So yeah, it's going to circle back to that. One of their children is actually the king's daughter. So Pedro Gumola and the king used to date when they were quite young, and they gave birth to their daughter unknowingly to the king. Okay, so that's what part 2 basically is about. It's about finding out who is the king's daughter and finding out if the king's actual real daughter can make the sacrifice, and it will be accepted and the village will be peaceful. So in finding out who the king's daughter is, the movie, there were many twists and turns. Some of them I did not even see it coming. Swear, I did not see many of them coming. For example, as I said, spoiler alert. I'm going to, if you haven't watched the movie and you don't want me to spoil it for you, go and watch it, then come back and see my review, okay? So spoiler alert, Pedro Gumala confessed to the wrong child, and the wrong child attempted to kill her. So this child, after learning about the secret of, a mother dating the king and giving birth, having a child for the king, pretended to be the princess and went to the palace and said, "Oh, I'm the princess." They put the sacrifice on her head. The sacrifice did not do. The sacrifice, ebo ugba. Yeah, ebo ugba. And, they had to, keep going on their search. If I am a princess, and my father is one rich person, and my mother is keeping me in abject poverty because of in this movie it even makes sense why Kweju Ogumala did not reveal to the king that this is your daughter, or reveal to the daughter that this is your father, because they were living in abject poverty. The child was even struggling to go. They were even struggling to go to school. They were struggling to eat. I'll vex with my mother if she tries that thing. I will vex. Anyway, let me talk about the things I liked in the movie and the things I did not like in the movie. It was very good seeing Murphy Afolabi again. He actually felt so unreal. Like, oh my gosh, she's gone. May he rest in peace. But this is how we live after we die. We live after we die by leaving legacies, and he's left a lot of legacies, and it will continue to live on in the minds of people and on our screen. So the prayer is we leave good legacies so that when we pass away, people can remember us for good. Another thing I liked it, some scenes were not even drawn out. I like that Yorubas can be quite PG rated. We like to keep some things, like for example, when in order to tell us that the king and Pedro Gumola had a child, they just showed a scene of the king and Pedro Gumola dating while they were young, and the king giving her a promise bracelet. Oto, we should imagine the rest. We should make up our mind about the rest. There's no need to show, the rest of their dates. There's no need to show when they were having sex. There's no need to show, make up, imagine the other stories in your head and make up your mind. We've told you how we started. We've told you there's a child. Make the links. So I like that. Not necessary sins. Also like the twists and turns that happened in finding out who the king's daughter actually is. I did not see many of them coming, as I said earlier. Finding out who the daughter is. I felt that really, made the movie interesting. And for me to say that I did not see something coming in a Yoruba movie, it must really be good. So kudos to them that I did not see it coming. Kudos to them that they made use of the twists and turns, keeping us in suspense, keeping me on my feet. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. The movie will actually keep you in suspense and, make you want to keep watching. And when the twists actually happen, you'll be like, really? You guys, man. I guess I like that. So what did I not like? I did not like that the king's misogyny was crazy. Like, I don't know why they portrayed his character that way. It was weird. Like, first, like in part one, he was saying that he wasn't going to send his daughter abroad because he doesn't want his daughter to struggle in getting married. I'm like, excuse you, sir? Excuse you, my lord? You're going to stop your child from getting the best education for some man she has not even met. For some man you have not even met. Like, for some random man. Like, why would you? Could make sense. Secondly, when they were making like they wanted to really make important decisions in the community. There's one Iyalode in the community of chiefs, and he told Iyalode that Iyalode, you can go, and the chiefs will remain because they're about to make a really really important decision. And when it's time for women matter, they will call her. And I'm like, I'm sure your village makes approximately 50% of women. So you've just excluded one representative that represents half of your population just like that because they're making important decision. So the important decision does not require a woman's input, considering they're 50% of the population approximately. What are you talking about? Then the third one that really pissed me off was another spoiler alert, one of Pejo Gumala's kids that played in the movie committed a crime. And the king was like, well, if you were a man, I would call you mean. But for a woman to commit such a crime that is abhorrent, that is unheard of, I'm like, sorry, no be the same brain man and woman gets. No be the same. Why can't a woman commit a crime? I'm like, so I don't know why they portrayed Taiwo as son like that, like this misogynistic. I don't see the point in the movie in portraying him as this misogynistic person. So I was just quite confused and I didn't like that. I didn't like that good people died in the movie. People that were not supposed to die. Like, they did a Game of Thrones on me. You know how Game of Thrones is now? They'll just kill your heroes. Bam. You won't even see it coming. And be like, why did you kill this person? What's the point? You could have just kept the person alive. So they killed one of the heroes. And I'm just like, why? Why are you killing him? Sorry. Another thing I didn't like that was, so one of Pejo Gumala's children in the movie that killed somebody, the king decided to behead her, like kill her. And Pejo Gumala was all calm, like, I'm like, if someone's going to behead my child, even if the child attempted to kill me, I'll something's going to move in me. I won't be sitting down. I don't care even if the child, God forbid. Anyway, so it wasn't realistic, that part of the story. I feel like it could have been, they could have showed her showing something, maybe begging the king or something. But people move different. You can't tell people how to parent. People move different. People are different. Anyway, another thing I did not like was, when they're doing incantations, I'm a very open person. When they're doing incantations, put subtitles. Every word Murphy Afolabi was saying, they were deep, complex Yoruba, and I would like to learn the deep, complex Yoruba, but to just put in quotes, incantations at the bottom, and I'm like, Kilonso. And at the same time, I want to know what I'm putting in my environment, in my space. Like, what are they saying? Is this something I should be hearing? Is this something that's not? Is this something I agree with? So I love when they're doing incantations, they put the actual subtitle of what the person is saying, so that we viewers can decide whether or not we want to mute our TV or, learn and carry on. So yeah, the cast remain the same. We've got Tawasa, we've got Gbecho Gumola, we've got Ogogo, we've got Murphy Afolabi, may you rest in peace. We've got Fausa Balogun, Madam Sajay, Ibrahim Chata, Kemi Afolabi, Adekola Tijani. Good thumbs up to everybody. And that is my review for Weyinwo Part 2. Oh, I need to give it a star review. So yeah, my star review from last time. Okay, I'll give it a 4.5. Yeah, I was engaged throughout, suspense, twist, lovely movie, rich in Yoruba heritage and culture. Love it, love it, love it. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.